อยู่จนขมายยืงเตียงปลอสไรเรามีอันสมาร์ได้รวมจันกายสามกีช่วยชีดเตียงจินง่ายแม่บ้านสบายส่งสารนายแม่บ้านสบายส่งสารนาย
Sir, you work as the Executive Director of Buddhism for Education of Cambodia. So, sir, with a lot of respect and honor, I feel it my privilege to invite you at the Kavya Yagya. Please welcome, sir, to LD Arts, and please read out your poetry to us, sir. Thank you, sir.
My respect to all most venerable Sangha, and very good evening from Cambodia to all of you, all the speakers and all participants in a very great international poetry festival today. Actually, it's very great honor for me to be invited as a speaker to talk about the poem in my language. As just mentioned at the moment, is about Khmer language, and I'm very great and honored and proud as well to be one of the 35 languages in this international festival. It's my first time as well, such conference, such festival. That's very great and excited. So, and I also the first one today. It's a very great, the first one. So, yeah, before I read in my language, and I have to chant also in the way that we chant in our poem. So I would like to explain a little bit. So I composed this poem. It is called the Wat Pia Prampi is in my language. Wat Pia Prampi. This is about seven words. That is the poem name. 7 words. There is the way that we compose it. One sentence with 4 phrases. One sentence with 4 phrases, and one phrase have 7 words. 7 words. So 4 phrases become 1 sentence. So I composed 6 sentences, and my poem talking about the real youth with great heart for the nation. It is the title of my poem that I will read out in my language. So once again, the title is about the real youth with great heart for the nation. First sentence is I talk about as a youth, but I mentioned here for Cambodian youth, but actually the meaning should be in general, not only Cambodian youth. They have to be aware and to try hard to study, to gain knowledge, to develop themselves as human resources. This is the first. And the second, when you got the knowledge, you have to use it in the right way for the nation. So it is useful for all the people around the world. And then, as we have our own nation, then we have our own identity. So we have to preserve and maintain our identity, tradition, culture, everything that identify ourselves as a Khmer, as Cambodian monk, as Cambodian youth, as Indian youth, Indian people. So we have their own identity, culture, tradition. So we have to preserve it. And the last part talking about we should be together for our national interest, for our nation, for our country. So that's all the meaning that I will chant. Firstly, read first, and then I will chant it as a, we say simply say sing, but I'm not really good at singing. Actually, there is the one who is skillful with the chanting. the very nice voice. But for me, I think it's my first time that I chanted for this show, because usually I just read my poem, and I give to someone who is very skillful to chant it. So, but for this special international conference, I will chant myself to see how good I am. So, okay, let's start. You will join pet jet smart. This is the title. You will join prosray pong tang lai. Trao tai khoal khoai khom saksa. Salapa wichi kbun damra. Ko sang rotha ao kan. You will join just null protected. Trao tai khmai khmiet doi klahan. Lược stuôi kích yo chiết oi ban. Sa mơ kỳ cục pran thẻ rẽ xa. Yu với chuan của yol đăng ở chbá. Và bà thua so xa chiết camera. Propay ni sasna kê đồn tả. Bò bò thay thla ở chà cray. Yu với chuan của kích ở ngay. À bài mốc trang lai nôm chong ráy. Bòm plain cục giang riêng rọt ngày. Nôm dương sân say bong chỉ vết. Yu với chuan trâu miên mà nẹ sĩ ca. Mốt mốt hàn kla đòi sợi chật. Cà pi chiết xa đo bị sạch. Chất mọt tròn bích ết khảnh khai. Yu với chuan khmai dương tàng prosray. Trâu miên smart đây rùm chật cài. Samaki chua chiết tàng chật ngài. Khmai ban sập bài sọc sàn nào. That's finished reading. And I will chant it in the way that I can. So I have to take breath a little bit. You will join prosray pong tang lai. Trao ta khoal khoai khom saksa. Salapang wichi kbun damra. Ko sang rotha oi kan. You will join just null protected. Trao ta khmai khmiet doi klahan. Lược stuôi kích yong chiên oi ban. Sa mơ kỳ cục pran thẻ rẽ xa. You chuan của yol đăng oi chbá. Và bà thua so sang chiên camera. Propay ni sasna kê đôn ta. Bò bò thay thla ở cha cray. Dùi chuan của kích oi ngay. Bài mục trang lai nòm chong ray. Bòm plain cục giang riêng rốt ngày. Nôm dương sân say bằng chi vật. Dù với chuan trâu miên mà nẹng xe ca. Mốt mốt hàn kla đòi xe chết. Cà pi chiên sang đò pi sạch. Chất mong trăng bích ẩn khai. Dù chuan khmai dương tàng prosray. Trao miên smart đây rùm chân cài. Sam kỳ chui chiết tàng chân ngay. Mẹ ban sắp bay sọc xa nơi. Mẹ ban sắp bay sọc xa nơi. Mẹ ban sắp bay sọc xa nơi. Finish. Thank you. Finish.
Thank you very much, sir. It was a very different experience. It's a very unique experience. I have never been able to forget in my life Dalai Lama saying this, that if you want others to be happy, practice compassion.
Right,
if you want to be happy, practice compassion. So what you taught us through your poetry, sir, you simply taught us compassion.
Thank you.
You taught the youth today, unfortunately, all over the world is beginning to forget compassion.
Right.
But this is one quality that you tried to chant, sing, and explain the meaning to us so beautifully well. We are honored, as I said earlier also, sir. We are honored to have had you today as a poet from Cambodia. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. So, thank you. So, final word for me. So, I would like to thank you, the organizer and the Gujarat University for inviting me to be a speaker and to be part of this international conference. Is really great honor for me to get to know all of you and to share my experience, and as well as to share the way that I chant. As I mentioned earlier, my first time to chant. So yeah, very excited. And okay, so wish you all happy, good health, and be away from the COVID-19. In Cambodia is outbreak, and we got serious as well. Almost people got vaccination, so hopefully it will be fine. But we all face all those problems, I mean, around the world as well. And a few months ago in India, so serious, so we also give compassion and really want to share with the people of India. So now I think we come step by step to overcome all those problems. And so with that great compassion, we wish all of people to be a way to dissolve all those problems, and COVID-19 please come out from the earth, from the human world. So thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.